We have come a long way in understanding what pain is and where it comes from. We used to think that all pain came from a physical injury in the body, but that's not true. It's a bit more complicated than that. Here's a story that we know you'll find interesting. A construction worker in England stepped on a nail, which pierced all the way through his boot, sticking out the other side. Screaming in agony and staring in disbelief at the nail sticking through his boot, they rushed him to the hospital, where he was given strong pain-killing medicines. When they removed the boot, they were astonished to find that there was no injury at all. The nail went through his boot all right, but it miraculously went right between his toes. There wasn't a scratch on his foot. When he was looking at the nail sticking through his boot, he was in severe pain. His pain was real, just like all pain is real. But in this case, he'd been tricked into thinking he had gotten a really bad injury. Why did this construction worker have so much pain? The reason is that our brains have a quirk in them. Research shows that when we think we are injured, we can experience a tremendous amount of pain, even if there is no physical injury. A group of neuroscientists recently did a fascinating experiment. They put people who had just been through a difficult breakup into a functional MRI machine that can tell which parts of the brain are active. They showed these people a picture of someone with whom they had just had a difficult breakup or divorce. They mapped the parts of the brain that were activated by the picture. Then, they applied a really unpleasant stimulus to the arm or the leg, like something really hot or sharp, and the exact same parts of the brain lit up. It's no wonder then that people say a breakup hurts. This study teaches us that when we get an emotional injury, such as when we are rejected or intimidated or disappointed, the same parts of the brain that cause pain are activated as when we break a bone or cut ourselves. Our brain's danger signals can be turned on when we are in emotional danger, just as our pain can be turned on when we are in physical danger. That is how we are programmed. The part of the brain that controls the majority of our pain experience is our subconscious brain. This part of the brain does its own thing. We don't control it, and it is not our fault when it makes mistakes. It's just our brain. Clever brain or pesky, troublesome brain? It depends how you look at it. A relative might be a pain in the neck, and our brain may create neck pain to alert us or protect us from them. An injustice might make us sick to our stomach, and we may get stomach pain. Going to school can feel dangerous for a shy child, and they might get headaches. In each of these examples, these people are experiencing real pain, but not from a physical injury. We call this neural circuit pain. These experiences of physical pain in response to emotional danger are common. They happen to just about everyone at some times. It is part of being human, having a brain and a body. When our subconscious brain feels we need protection of some kind, it will create a message. Our subconscious brain can't speak to us directly, so it uses the language of pain to alert us that we need to do something different. Our brain is trying to help us. Good brain. But it's up to us to interpret and understand the brain's message. If our brain is trying to tell us that our work situation is dangerous and it produces back pain, our job is to figure that out and act to deal with the situation. If we don't understand the message, we may get confused and think that we have actually injured our back. We may start getting unnecessary medical treatment, like injections and surgery, which makes us worry more and more about our back. If this continues for more than a few months, this turns into chronic pain. It is very important for us to understand all the ways that our brain and body can experience pain. It requires an understanding of how the brain works, and an understanding that a painful message can be received even when there is no physical injury. Before you go and diagnose yourself with neural circuit pain, it's really wise to get a complete medical evaluation. You need to see someone who understands the modern science of pain and understands where it comes from. With a thorough history and physical exam, the right doctor should be able to help you understand whether or not neural circuit pain is a condition that you should be treated for.